Hey Silver Stackers, welcome back to the channel. We're here to discuss how to sell your stack once you've made the decision to sell, and that's really based on everyone's unique circumstances. This is a nice little trade coin from Mexico, from 1 ounce. It's been picked up this one a little while ago. Today though, I want to do a fun thought experiment, as I'm curious to know your comments on this. Been thinking about this for a while, so fire away in the comment section below. And let's get a lively discussion on this idea. Is it a good one? And stick around for our end too. We're going to do our rapid ATF review, where I'll quickly share with you some of our other lifestyle investment ideas other than precious metals. But here's the scenario. Let's say you've decided to become an expat and move to El Salvador. And this is 1,000 grams of bar that I also picked up not too long ago. And pretty heavy. But let's say you did a nice job and you've stacked about 9 of these, and you've decided to become an expat and move to El Salvador. So how do you move 9,000 grams of silver? Well, to do it legally, and I'm not a lawyer nor a import expert, but my understanding is you could move it if you fill out a financial, what they call a FinCEN 105 form, which you declare through customs. And that's if the TSA doesn't confiscate it with a civil asset forfeiture. I, for one, would not be very keen on transporting any kind of precious metals internationally, to be honest with you. But then you would also have to declare it, and this is where I would refer to some of the tax experts, is if you had to pay an import tax, which I believe you do. In El Salvador, there's a 13% import tax on metals, and you can Google that and look that up yourself. But that would also be due as an import if it wasn't confiscated on the way down. So how do you do that? These are nice 1964, when money was money. You can tell by the edge. So how would you do that? Well, here's a way that I was thinking of, and let me know your thoughts on that. Let's say we turn this bar, or 9 of these bars, into this. This is something I picked up, about 20 years ago, actually. I bought this in Oregon where there was no sales tax. And the market value on this is right about the same as 9,000 grams of silver. So if, I got the smudge on that. So if I went ahead and traded this silver in for this watch, this Rolex Submariner, and picked it up, then the import on this would be simply, I haven't worn this one in a while, this. I put this on. There you go. And I board my plane. And you make sure you keep your box and your papers. And I believe if you owned a watch or jewelry for over a year, then it's not subject to any import tax from any country. But again, give that a test, and let me know what you think. So you could trade 9 of these for 1 of these. And now if this was gold, this is about 32 ounces of silver here, 32.24 ounces of silver. If this was actually solid gold, we would be looking at about $70,000 in the manipulated gold price at the moment. So we may have to step up the Rolex to go to maybe a nice solid gold Datejust, fly out to Oregon, make it a weekend, pick it up without any sales tax, and then you'll be able to tell time on your way down to El Salvador. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Okay, quick ATF update. So this is an interesting bottle. This is a limited edition. The Glenfiddich distillery had a snow cave-in in 2010, and they wiped out about 5 or 6 warehouses of some very, very old scotch, very old whiskey, some sherry, and they decided to do a special bottling specifically to commemorate that event. This one's at 47.6 non-chill filtered. And I was watching a YouTube channel back in the day, and someone told me, hey, pick this up. and I did for $70 retail back then, and today these are going for about $700 to $800 at auction, totally unopened. So again, not just metals, but there's a lot of other value out there. If you learn about all these different
and we'll bring you more content
items
here soon.
and become knowledgeable in a lot of different avenues.